Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 6 now. We took a break for the holidays, as it is rather a hectic schedule during those times, but now we are ready to go and continue the colonization of the Emperor's New Groove, which is... Now, it doesn't actually rename the planet. It just renamed the colony. Hang on, I can fix that. Of the Emperor's New Groove. Now, that doesn't really matter so much, as it doesn't have any moons, so, there's no real point to renaming the body other than for the map. But we are now ready to begin colonization. We have secured the system. We have our patrol cruisers in place. We have stabilized the jump point to and from Sol. And we are currently constructing the infrastructure that we will need to place colonists on the surface until the terraforming can begin, which will probably take a fair bit of time because we haven't actually put any research into terraforming just yet. I think we're still at the at level 0 effectively for our terraforming. We can't terraform. We really can't. I guess that will be the next thing that we're going to want to research. In the meantime, we are going to have to wait for that infrastructure to start pumping out. 1041, 4 years to hit 5,000. That's what we ordered, I believe. In the meantime, it's a rather far trip anyway, so I see no reasons not to have the cargo fleet begin right off the bat. Where is my cargo fleet? What are you... yes, I sent you out to the automated moon to gather what resource they have and ship it to Earth. Just once. Okay, so when you're done with that, we will have you load up some infrastructure and start shipping it to the new planet. There are no new Senate motions this episode, as the Senate also did not meet due to holiday intercession, mostly because the Discord was no one was really available to have a prolonged debate during the holidays. Object reference not set. Why is that? Oh, I remember what that is. I ran into it the other day on a different playthrough. What happens is that their standing orders of the patrol cruisers are to refuel, resupply, and overhaul at colony. That order actually does not exist in the list of possible orders you can give them. See, there's no refuel, resupply, and overhaul. I guess that's just an oversight in the coding. So I'm going to switch it to overhaul, and then I'll have to manually tell it to refuel and resupply. Because every time that triggers, it says, oh, I can't find that order. There's no such thing. So I'll switch it to that. Again, I think that's just an oversight in the code. I imagine that will be one of the things fixed in the next version, which who knows when that will happen. We are still waiting on the cargo fleet, which is apparently cargo fleet is taking their time. Oh, right, I know why. Because technically, the mines are constantly pumping out minerals. It might only be, 1 ton, but they are mining. And so therefore, technically, it's going to load all minerals, and at no point is it going to register. There's no minerals left on the planet, because there'll always be something with all the mines. So I'm going to just manually tell you to drop off whatever you have. refuel, and then we are going to... I mean, eventually I would finish when it was full, but the mines are... There's only 30 mines there, so that was going to take a while. Fall River and Houston have completed their overhauls. You're in... Let's see. You are currently orbiting Earth. You're both orbiting Earth. Okay. Refuel, resupply. Back to the jump point. Cool. Now, I'll leave you here so that as soon as they come out, you can go back. So that I always have someone there. Cargo fleet. Oh, patrol cruisers have stationed themselves at the jump point. Cargo fleet has finished their orders. All right, cargo fleet. Your orders are 2. You're going to do this until you can't do it anymore. Go to Earth. Load as much infrastructure as you can load. Jump to the Emperor's Groove. Unload everything at New Groove. Jump back to Earth. Refuel. Now, I probably don't have to refuel every single trip, but eventually that's going to run out of fuel. I'd rather it not run out of fuel, after 37 trips. It might run out of fuel, but it's going to run out of fuel over here. So just refuel after every trip. Just top up the tanks. It's a little bit less time efficient, but I'm not actually wasting any fuel. So we're going to have you do that. Where are you? There you are. Science team has completed research into improved geosensors. Cool. I don't have anyone for biology and genetics. Okay, I guess terraforming is going to have to wait. Construction production. Let's see. Do I have anything that I really should grab now that I haven't grabbed for some strange reason? It's 10,000. Orbital mining modules 5,000. I don't really need orbital mines just yet. They function just as an automated mine, except that you can ship them from place to place without having you stick them on a ship, and now they can move from place to place instead of having to, get a cargo ship to put them in. I think they're a little bit cheaper, but very few. It's really only asteroids and maybe very small moons. I don't think I have anything of significant mining potential that can also be orbital mined. Shipbuilding rate. It's only 5,000. Shipbuilding is always useful. How long will that take you? Where are you? 1039. Oh, little over a year. Yeah, I guess shipbuilding rate is always useful. Especially since I think that also impacts repair and refit rate. And eventually I'm going to want to refit my cargo fleets to have better engines. This is a rather long. It has to go all the way from Earth to that jump point, and then from that jump point, which is there. Okay, that's not that far of a trip, but still. It's a much farther than just shipping something from Earth to Venus. So, eventually I would like better engines so that can go a bit faster. Civilian construction. Green Shipping Services launched a new small colony ship. It was scrapped due to replacement by a newer vessel. Can I, check what you guys are doing? There's a way to see. Show civilians. Shipping lines. I can't see your movement orders. Can I? Oh. Load infrastructure. Why are you... No! Stop taking my infrastructure! No! Stop it! I need that infrastructure to go to the New Groove, not to Venus. The thing is, Venus is too small for me to say that... Venus is now a military restricted colony. Unfortunately, that also destroys... not destroys, but it prevents trade, which means that I can no longer tax shipping trades because there will be no other place to send them. Although once I get the new colony up and running, I might start sending it here, and I think because it's a different system, I actually get more taxes there. But stop sending my infrastructure to Venus. I kind of need it. 16,000. I could take you to the new planet. If I took you to the new planet, although then everyone would start yelling at me because there wouldn't be enough people. I could construct more stations in order to support the 9 million and then take all of the infrastructure to the new colony. How long would it take me to get from where I am now to the, what is the London habitat hold? 600,000 people. I've got 5 million, so I need another 10. I feel like that would take a while. Yeah, no. But it will definitely be probably what I do the next time I start a colony will just be to take everything from Venus. There's the cargo fleet. Things are happening. Reliability, crew. Oops, something broke. Something broke. Things are happening. This is going a lot slower than it should be, only 39 years in. I might, if this continues or it gets really bad, I might just turn off civilian shipping. I don't actually know what happens if I turn it off in the middle of the game. Does it just like delete all of them, or? Oh. Wow. You own... Oh, no, that's not all the ships you own. That's everything you've ever done. You only own 8 ships. However, you have 2 small freighters and 1 small colony ship. Oh, you have for large freighters. Green shipping. It's just sending everything to Venus right now. There's nowhere else to go. You can already support 2 million people. So 200 infrastructure supports 1 million people. I'm sending 5,000. Nope, not doing the math. Let's just let you go. Let's go back to Sol. Let this run. Oh, did something finish? Must have missed that. Did something finish, or did someone retire? I could just add you to damage control, although you'll be finished very soon anyway. I'll just add you all to damage control. You'll be done in 2 or 3 months or so. And then I'll take all 19 and put them somewhere else. Alright. Patrol cruisers. You've come back because your deployment was up, so I'm going to immediately send you guys out there. Will you overhaul and get your shore leave? You don't need to refuel or anything, just take your shore leave. Okay, you're stationed at the jump point. Improve grab sensors, nice. 14. Still no one for terraforming, construction production, defensive systems. How long would it take you to grab the next level of armor? A long time. Although that will go up over time as you get more experienced. Energy weapons, ground combat. Should probably start working at least some ground combat. Let's see. At the very least, I'll want transport base, powered infantry, armor, bombardment weapons. Honestly, I'm going to want all of this. Start with heavy vehicles, I guess. How long is that going to take you? Oh my god. 50% with 40 labs? Well, if we ever do need to start working on an army, I guess you'll be the person to do it. It'll take you just under a year. Alright, let's let that go. Damage control should be finished soon. And civilian mining operations established on Halley's Comet. Morgan has finished research into shipbuilding. Morgan, take another 12. Work on... it's only 10,000. Work on construction rate. Construction rate and mining rate are things that A, you never want falling behind your current rate of technology, and B, they're never a bad investment. Also, you definitely don't want one to outstrip the other, because then, frankly, if your mining outstrips your construction, it's not the end of the world. But if your construction too far outstrips your mining, you're using the resources faster than you can get them. That's never good. That was damage control. 15,000 for improved damage control, not worth it. However, commercial damage control might be good in case a freighter is out in the dark and gets attacked, or, yeah, if they get attacked by something. Oh, that. I still have 9 labs that I never assigned. Question is, do I assign them to you? I'll give you 8 labs, and then you 1, and now they're nice even numbers. Okay, let's go. There's the cargo ship. Fall River and Houston have completed their overhauls. However, they have not completed shore leave just yet. Where are you? You are orbiting Earth. Your deployment's still 0, so I guess your standing orders... Return to there. You guys, the Louisville and Minneapolis are... You are not currently under overhaul. Oh, I just sent you out. Okay, so never mind. You guys, do not do that. Wait until the other squad comes back. That will be in a couple months. How many people can you support already? 3 million. It's not worth it yet to start sending people over. They won't be able to do anything. Let's see, this is taking... I'm going very slow. And it's not keeping up with the rate at which I'm building the infrastructure. So, either I'm probably going to want to construct more freighters, since I can't currently... They're slow enough that the long trips are causing this to be very inefficient. So I have 3 already. Let's construct 2 more. Those will be done early next year. And then I'll just have them meet up with the fleet, and immediately, once they join the fleet, they'll start carrying out the orders with them. Here's the thing. All those civilian ships are sitting there doing nothing. Because I don't have... I told them to stay away from Venus, so now they're just kind of sitting there. Detach you two. Go meet up with the cargo fleet, join fleet, and then they should immediately... The cargo fleet should continue carrying out its orders, just now with 5 ships instead of 3. So... Alright. So they are unloading, and then they'll come back, and this time they'll have 5 ships to load up. Alright. Here's my fuel, because I do remember that last time I stopped the fuel production because the Sorium reserves were not keeping up. And I don't currently have a fuel harvester, I believe. So maybe it's time to start working on that. Because, what was it, Saturn? Yeah, no, not Saturn. Although Saturn does have a lot. It was... No, not Neptune. Which one was... Right, it was over here. At 8 million there, and then 6 million there, 56 million there. So Emperor's Groove is going to provide any fuel we could ever possibly use for the next long time. Do I even have Sorium Harvester? Looks like I do. However, I think I need that in order to have them transfer the fuel over to the colonies. So why don't I start working on that, and then I can design a fuel harvester. Maintenance support per facility, right? Because I want to be able to maintain ultimately one of these at the new colony itself, so that they don't have to constantly come back to Earth. Because if they do, then I'm vulnerable in the short, admittedly short, but still just, there still is a window where I'd be vulnerable. And it's better to be able to keep them around the planet. So let's take you and quickly grab that. I'm not super worried about it being that fast, as if this was, a tanker that's meant to refuel a combat fleet, then yes, I'd want it to be able to happen very quickly. A, so that the fleet could return to duty, and B, so that the non-combat tanker won't be out sitting in the middle of what might be a war zone. But if I'm just transferring fuel to a colony, I don't care how long it takes. I don't know if you by default start with a lower level than that, though. I don't think you do. So once that's done, we can start designing not a colony ship, a fuel harvester. Type heavy vehicles, great. Can you grab me first? I've already got basic transport, it looks like. Grab xenoarchaeology. The likelihood that we will come across an alien species is going up constantly. Haldiark is orbiting Earth. The Taylor field is in Balasar's system. Now that I have secured the system, and I'm working on colonizing it, why don't we see where it connects to? So if I have useful things around it, this will be quite a good sort of crossroads. So I already have the Taylor there, so I'm going to have the Paul Dirac jump through. Okay, quickly grab fuel and supplies, and then jump through jump point 3, and then continue your standing orders. You should also do that so that you don't start yelling at me. What are you doing in the Balasar system? Did you find anything useful on planets? 2 comets with a couple thousand stuff. Gas giant. Sorry, not gas giant. Planets with nothing on it. Can hold a fair amount of people, as a moon with some duranium, and literally nothing around the 3rd star. Okay, not much in this system. Oh, just in time. What did you find here? Nothing? This system is a dead end. Well, I suppose the good news is that there's nothing in this system, and it's a dead end. So that is one jump point that I do not have to worry about someone coming through and trying to murder me. So why don't you jump back? I guess head through 4, because Paul Dirac is going through 3, and then I'll know where every jump point leads to. Paul Dirac has discovered the system of Uvena, a 1-star system, 2 planets that could be suitable for colonization. However, This one is title locked. This one, see, I think the reason that number is so small is because the hydrosphere technically means that you can't live there. So if I were to raise the temperature of this planet, it would literally just be a ball of water floating through space. There wouldn't be anywhere for people to live. I would have to remove some of that water. But once that happens, it's likely that that number will go up, especially since it's quite a large planet. Doesn't look like there's any moons, no asteroids, some comets. I guess we'll see if there's any resources there. Alright, Paul Dirac, do your thing. One of the cruisers, you went back to Earth for overhaul. Alright, you guys can head out on to the system and just kind of chill there. Patrol cruisers have been stationed. Paul Dirac surveyed something. A comet, 40,000 mercasium. Never a horrible thing. How's the... So it's going so slow because it's such a far distance. Alright, let's let that run. Medal was awarded. The crew was completed of Ciutric. Several planets with many moons each. Many asteroids. We'll see which one of those have minerals. No comets at all from the looks of it. 2 planets that both could be colonized. However, again, tidal locked. Why is every planet in this game tidal locked? Several gas giants, moons around them, many gas giants. Actually, hide the moons. Yeah, every planet, well, besides in these dwarf planets, it's just 3 gas giants. However, those moons, if one of them, none of them would be super easy to colonize, but none of them can hold a significant amount of people either. Oh, nope. That one can. Of course, it has to be the one with methane in the atmosphere. Oh, that one can. Difficult to colonize. 4,000 people, 3,000 people, 2,000 people, well, 2,000 pop units, which is measured in millions, so billion people. I guess it depends on what resources we find in this system. Definitely could be worth exploring more if we find valuable things in the moons of these 3 planets. The dwarf planets, probably, unless one of them is really, really rich in resources, probably not worth it, other than maybe an automated mine. Someone retired. Overall complete. Masood Fuhar promoted to Commodore. Oh, didn't I set you not to be promoted? Also, I think we lost Kane. Odd. What happened to Kane? I wish you could see, like, I wish you could see even the people that are not there anymore. I mean, I know obviously people that died or retired, obviously that list would grow way too large, way too fast. But story characters, at least, like, come on. I'd like to be able to go back and check, hang on, where'd X story character go? Even if they've died or retired, because sometimes you miss that message. And the log, where's the log? Doesn't go back very far. Kane, where are you, Kane? You anywhere in here? Yeah, see, it only holds 300. It only goes back 60 days. There. Go back a year. Where is Kane Mitchell's? Commander experience. Medal awarded. Commander experience. Commander promoted. And experience. Commander new grounds. Kane, did you retire? Did something horrible happen to you? You shouldn't have retired. I set you as a story character. Retirement. Retirement, promoted, retirement, health, retirement. No, that's already. How far back do I need to go? How far? When did we start this episode? Started at. It's definitely more than 39. Let's go back 2 years. Kane, what happened to you? I've lost Kane. Retirement. Health. I don't know. I lost Kane. Kane Mitchells, where'd you go? You didn't retire. You didn't have a. I don't know where you went. See, this is why. This is the problem with this list. It doesn't actually stop on retirements. I wish it would stop on retirement if the person is assigned. Like, I don't care if some random guy retires that I don't know. But if someone's assigned to a ship, I want to know that that ship now doesn't have anyone. See, I don't have anyone in these spots. Now I have to go fix that. Survey. Inventory ships. Okay. Captain. Reina, who is with a survey of 15%. Take Paul Dirac. Malena, good motivator, objective averse to risk. Great. Take the Taylor Field. Do you have science officers? You do not. Great. Marietta Alessandra, Wargame, inconsiderate, atheist, organized. You're inconsiderate, but you're the science officer. You're not going to be interacting that much with the rest of the crew, just your experiments. You are organized, so I think I'm willing to overlook the fact that you're not exactly a people person. You can take the Paul Dirac. And Rabia Aris is pessimistic, authoritarian, vegetarian. Okay, so you know what? Now you go to the Taylor Field. You go to the Paul Dirac. Again, but just a science officer. Naval commands. Let's see. I need someone for. They both have someone, it seems. Line captain. Did they both have someone? I thought I checked and they didn't have someone. Commodore. Okay, so they do. Fine. Naval Admin Command. I need the Deep Space Department, so I need Commodore. Why is the Deep Space Department a Commodore if the people directly under him are Commodores? Captain. Oh, that's why. You shouldn't be a Commodore. You should be a line captain. You're going to start yelling at me soon that it's too low, aren't you? Fine, whatever. Commodore. Commodore. Survey. Save admin command. Oh, there you are, Kane Mitchells. I guess you got auto unassigned when you were promoted. I'm gonna have to set you to do not promote, aren't you? Okay, so as per the RP, Kane Mitchells is being demoted back to captain, at which point he will be assigned command of the Taylor Field. Because, I mean, look at those scores. 20% survey, 5% reaction, 10% tactical, 15% fighter combat, embraces change, and is methodical. Honestly, Kane, I might have to steal you from the Survey Corps if we ever get invaded, and I need someone. I may need a tactical officer or someone to act as a flight controller. But for now, you can stay in the Survey Corps, since that is where you requested to be. You're assigned commanding officer. Now, do not promote. That's why I was like, where did Kane go? Okay, now back to what we were doing. Just to let the Taylor Field and the Paul Dirac survey these new systems. Morgan Walker has completed construction rate. Great. Morgan, now can you grab me mining production? How is the transport coming? We're looking at 7 million people. Alright, I guess I can start since the colony fleet's going to be just as slow. 600,000. So if you do 10 trips, that's 6 million people. It can currently hold 7, but by then the cargo fleet will have done more. Fine. Load colonists. Jump. Unload colonists. Jump back. Refuel. So do that 10 times total, and it will have 6 million people. It looks like you were using some Lagrange points. Alright, so you deliver 6 million colonists to the new planet. Not that they'll be doing anything. Well, they'll start working on agriculture, but I don't actually have anything there. Alright. Things are happening. Taylor Field is going through the asteroid belt, it looks like. Xenoarchaeology equipment. Lovely. Please start working on Howard. Infantry armor, cannon. Let's work on ground formation construction rate so that I can pump out those archaeologists or geologists as needed. DSS Taylor Field was doing something. Commander, I can't see what's happening there. Production infrastructure complete at Earth. Cool. So once that roughly 5,000 infrastructures there. See, it's already up to 9 million. There will be plenty of time to 6 million. How much is left on Earth, though? 3,000. Okay, that cargo fleet is going to take a fair bit of time to do this because their engines are not the fanciest and frankly, they're rather slow. Okay, you grab... The tug is completed. Earth, what were your orders? Ah, yes, you were stabilizing a Lagrange point by Earth, which is now Lagrange point 1. Directly, almost directly across from Earth, which I guess from there you could jump to... I'll need another Lagrange point for that to be worth it. If I put one around Uranus and Neptune. That should give me Lagrange points out here to make that trip easier. So let's get one around Uranus and Neptune. Now, this should go faster since I believe someone said it has something to do with the size of the parent body, determines how long it will take to stabilize the Lagrange point, and I believe both these planets are much larger than Earth. Let's see. Jump to there, and I'll see how long it will take you. Yeah. Well, Earth was like 1,700 days or something. Ground construction rate. I have 15 labs available. I still don't have anyone for terraforming. I need to fix that somehow. It happened. We got someone for missiles and kinetics. Yes, finally. Okay, great. Start getting me missiles. Because, frankly, my navy is kind of embarrassing. Like, I would invade me at this point because of how ill-prepared we are. Patrol cruisers have completed Earth. That was not an endorsement of the DKP, by the way. I am entirely neutral in this scenario. So, Dexter, you can... Please don't start telling everyone that the Emperor endorses your fanatic militarism. That is not what's happening here. Patrol cruisers have returned. So you guys can head on over to there. You guys begin your overhaul. Admittedly, you don't have to do the overhaul every time because your maintenance life is much longer than your deployment. So you guys are returning because your crew are complaining that we didn't sign up to be out there for this long. We want to go home. But the ship is fine. There's no reason to overhaul. But since it has to be in orbit anyway for the crew to get shore leave, might as well overhaul it while it's there. Alright, the colony fleet is going, the cargo fleet is going. You currently at 1 million people. You can hold 10 million, and I'm only halfway there. So we're looking at probably roughly 20 million people in the infrastructure, and I think that should be fine. By then, I'd think that we could have at least some terraforming going. There's 6 million Galisite. There's not really... Oh, I do need to get geologists over there at some point. Although I don't have any troop transport. Do I have any shipyards for troop transports? No, and I would need another one. But it is worth it because it has very high rating. And frankly, I mean, I'm going to want to survey every planet I can, even if I only get a little bit more. Did I already design a... No, I haven't even designed a geologist. Alright. Medium vehicle. Geosurvey equipment. Geosurvey equipment. I don't like leaving them unarmed, but I did turn space orcs off, and I have no reason to believe that those planets are colonized. I mean, I already colonized one of them, so it's highly unlikely that I have anything to worry about. This is going to be just a regular geologist. I know some people do it differently, where in like their mind, each unit is a group of people, and then you build on it. In my mind, it's always been a single person, along with equipment and maybe some staff. Like a geologist would not just be one person; it might be 5 or 6 because he's going to have students working with him. He's going to have people to assist him, which again are probably honestly just going to be students. But it's never been like each unit is a team of 50 people in my mind. It's always been it's an individual or a small group capable of doing 0.2 geosurvey points. I think that's an hour. Great, someone's going to have to research that. Using labs that are not currently available. Fine. Let's let this go. Taylor Field. Okay, how are the... What have you found for me, Kane? Wow. Well then, remember what I said about if that dwarf planet has a fair amount of resources? I really don't like that number, though. There's no way to change that. If one of these moons can be easier colonized, this looks like it might be another great system. How did those asteroids coming? Quite a bit, actually. I'm going to... It looks like I know where I'm going next after we finish consolidating the new groove, but we have our work cut out for us just with this. But at least we know that if we do start running out of resources again, we'll have somewhere to send them. Morgan Walker has retired. You were working on mining production. I'm not super thrilled about this. How dare you retire? Don't you know we need you? Come back, please. Oliver Hobbs. Oh dear. So I still have 7 left. Sorry, no, I want ground combat. You can grab that, and then while I'm working on that, I'm going to want to create a troop transport, probably a unarmored, just to transport like my geologists and any archaeologists around as they become necessary. This is not going to be an assault ship, so I don't really care if it has defenses on it. It's only going to places that I've already secured. So we're going to go down to troop transport. Honestly, it's more of a troop shuttle. Or even maybe just like a regular shuttle. It only transfers, a team of archaeologists or a team of geologists. It's not going to be dropping an army on a planet. We are going to make you let's see, you're a transport. You bring people from place to place. Is there a breed of horses or something? Or ships? Covenant ships. Oh. Very, Warhammer 40k of you. Famous geologists. Forts. Insects. There's no horses on here, are there? Halo ships. There's no horses. I should have known. Yeah. So then I'm going to name a troop transport after different well, that's very pretentious. Oh my gosh, why are all these names so pretentious? One literally just says aggressive names. Birds? No. I think I already did birds. Screw it. I'm just going to name that myself. How did you get named after a system? There. God of Messengers. Let's see. Just real quick, throw on... give you 25,000 tons of that. You can use a commercial engine. We're going down to 4. There, you're 50 tons. Does cargo shuttle affect troop transport bays? I don't think so, but just in case, I'll add 1. There. You can transport 25,000 tons of troops. I don't need you to be anything fancy. Maybe I should add. Hang on, I thought I can unlock you as long as I haven't built it yet. That's weird. I'll add some fuel just in case. There, 107 billion kilometers. Well, that's 50,000. So, use the last 25% to get me a commercial shipyard complex. That won't take very long. Okay, let's see. What was I up to? Right, 1 million people. Let's let that go. Science team, commercial damage control, always useful. Defensive systems. Maybe it's the perfect number. How long would it take you to grab me ceramic composite armor? 5 years. I think I'm okay with waiting for that. I do need lighter armor, means that lightly armored ships will be even, it's less mass per armor level, so ships will, every ship will go faster, or can get more armor. Kane Mitchell says, discovered minerals in asteroid 47 in the Sutric. Someone retired, you weren't doing anything, you've completed research into the geologist, lovely. 25,000 tons, so that's going to be the team size. Looks like you're still working right through the asteroid belt, so you haven't done anything. And you, what did you find? Nothing on anything except for the comets. Might be worth it to send. Honestly, I'd probably want orbital miners for these because there will be no colony in there for them to ship to, so I'd maybe want an orbital miner with its own cargo bays, so it can mine and then immediately grab it and leave, and then go back. Let's see. No survey points yet, but it doesn't look like you've gotten all of them. You're only on to number 3. This system, not the best. Right, so far we have a dead end. We don't really know much about you yet, and you are, yeah. And then I'll jump back to Sol. And then I had 7 for, let's see what to do with the last 7. Shields? No, shields are so expensive for power plants. And it's not worth it just yet. Power production. Nothing here is really. Oh, I could start working maybe on minimum power, I guess. Let that run. Someone retired. Experience mineral deposit. Maintenance problem. Metal awarded. Mineral deposit. Metal awarded. Colony fleet, there you go, Commander. Mineral deposit. Research completed. Dr. Clark has completed the magnetic confinement fusion reactor. Dr. Clark, what do you have for me? How long would it take you to get the fusion drive? 9 years. 9 years, and then we'll have fusion. Magnetic fusion. Dr. Clark. 80,000. Only produce. And I don't think it can go higher than 50%. I think that's the max. So either I need to get you more labs, increase research rate, or that's going to take a while. And then the next one, like, it's 90,000 to get to the reactor, and then I think the next one's either 100 or 110,000 to get to the next drive, and that would take you 10 or 11 years. No, more. Oh, well. See, this is what at the very beginning, that's why I lowered research points, because this way the next drive is like a thing. It takes 10 years to get the magnetic drive, probably, I don't remember exactly, it was like 8 or 9 years to get the reactor tech. That's 2 decades to get to the next engine level, which is, it's much more enjoyable than, look, I'm still on inertial confinement, and that took forever to get to from ion, or magnetoplasma. But it's much more enjoyable when you're not pumping out a new engine tech every 5 minutes, and then by the time you build a ship, you're already 2 engine tech levels past the engine that it's using. The Paul Dirac has discovered a jump point way out there. Oh my goodness, what are we looking at? 5 billion kilometers. And there's nothing really in that system, right? Other than those 3 comets. So this system might be just a keep an eye on so that no one comes through it, but there's really nothing of strategic importance there other than protecting our borders. How are we coming? 2 million. And support 15 million already. It is very cold there. What is the atmosphere? It's nitrogen, oxygen, right, already. I'd need to remove the carbon dioxide has been frozen. I still don't know if that's, it says it's not dangerous. I don't know if that's because it's low enough or because it's not frozen. Once I thicken the atmosphere, then that should raise it. I might need to add a little bit of S-tusium. I've never been sure how to pronounce those. Missile agility, commander promoted, commander experience, medal awarded. Alright. How about you now start working on let's start designing magazines that can hold more missiles. More missiles is always better. Louisville. Okay, so you guys came back. Yep, you're orbiting Earth. You guys, how about you go orbit the actual planet? You can, that way, you should be able to, I think because it's technically considered a colony, their deployment will not go up because they can take shore leave on the new planet. Their maintenance will go down, though, as they start to break, so because they can't maintain it. So I'm going to still need to keep an eye on that. But that gives me their maintenance life instead of their deployment. And their maintenance life was 2 years? Yeah. So that gives me about 2.5, but I don't want to hit 0 because then if something breaks, it breaks, and then I have to actually repair it. Whereas if I have enough maintenance supplies left, it doesn't break, it just gets fixed. But if it actually, once it's broken, I have to spend time in the shipyard. So I want to keep an eye on that, but at least they can now orbit the planet itself. Okay, you do that. Orbit the planet. Let's get to a... Oh, that reminds me. I never did construct the ground formation. Let's see, you need to get to what was it, 50,000? Thing with continual upgrade or continual capacity is that it doesn't tell me how long that's going to take. Like the slip rate, it will tell me how long. So it's kind of annoying. Whatever. I need to design the wrong button. I need to design the ground force. Let's see. Formation templates consisting of 2 geologists. Let's do a new. This is a geo survey team. Abbreviation GEO. What was it? 25,000 tons, I believe it can carry. So let's just leave it at 100. It will carry 100 geosurvey teams around the planet, drop them off at strategic locations for 20 points a day. R9. Huh. Does it not do Ground Force Commanders? I just wondered why some of the rank classes will transfer the name over properly, and some of them won't. What was it? It was the lower the number is the lower rank. So it looks like 12, 12, 11, 10, 9. So it would need a Brigadier General. I only have one of those. And it doesn't look like you have anything for me. Because it goes by that's how much tons of ground force you can command. It's not the end of the world if my geologists don't have a commander. They'll just figure it out for themselves. And again, they're not going into combat, so it doesn't really matter. Though, it would be nice to get the bonus. Maybe make it 50 and I'll just load 2 of them. Rank R10. How many of those do I have? 12, 11, 10, several. Only one of whom is good at survey. High Colonel Haynes Van de Kamp. 20% survey, you are weak. Pessimistic, but you are academic. That's the only one I care about in the... Oh, I don't have anyone in the academy. That's why. Ross is a sensor and control. I don't think their specialization affects the... It's just putting a scientist in gets me more scientists, but I don't think their specialization actually impacts anything. So, but just in case, you're already assigned to something. Darnell Avogadro is working on something. Fatima is not. Where are you? There you are. You are hereby assigned as to the Academy of Earth, which I think I can name, but so far we only have the one, so we'll just call it the Academy. So something broke. Overhaul complete. How are you guys doing? Oh, you're orbiting Earth. How are you guys doing orbiting the new planet? They're fine. Is that coming? How about I'm going to take the last 25%, the remaining 25, and give to you, because I really want to bump up my construction more, and that should put me at, what, 750, I think? So let's try to get to 1,000, so I should add another 250 to make it 307. And that should get me to 1,000. And that will take another 9 years, but less, because with each one built, the others will be built faster. Mines are almost done. Automated mines will take about that long as well, but again, a little bit less, as every time I build a construction factory, the mines will be built faster. Science team, mining production, and refueling system. All right, so let's leave it there for now. Oliver, can you grab me? No, why don't you finish that? That automatically goes into effect, I believe. And I think that is a good place to end it. We are currently working on getting our troop transport shipyard up and running, at which point I can send new people to the planet, which we have begun to colonize. Slowly. At some point, honestly, once that drive is finished, because what engine tech are the cargo ships using? The Rhino drive is what type of tech are you? Oh, there's no way to check. I think you might still be ion, or maybe magnetoplasma. You're definitely not ICF. So I think once I get to the magnetic fusion, I'll definitely want to upgrade both my cargo fleet and my colony fleet so they can go faster, or alternatively keep the same speed but carry more per ship because I'll have to have less engine. I'll probably just keep all the engine sizes the same, and then they'll go faster. That way it'll be easy to just swap them over and refit everything. Just take out the engine, install a better one. They'll be the same size. So that's probably what I'll do. It'll be easier to refit them. So then the fleets will go much faster, meaning less travel time, meaning they'll be able to more quickly transfer things that I need, like terraforming installations, because at some point I would like to do that. Also automated mines, because we do have quite a bit of resources sitting around the system over here and here. Mostly here, though. Also should work on fuel harvesters. So now that the colonization effort has started, I think next time we're going to work on exploiting our new system. This is a 4x game. We have expanded. Now it's time. We have explored. We have expanded. Now it's time to exploit. So far, still no exterminate. I'm watching you, Dexter. But yeah, so far we've got 3 of the 4x's. Until then, thanks for watching. And as I've mentioned several times, there is a Discord where people do stuff like vote on whether or not we should be nice to aliens or mean to aliens, which systems we should colonize, where should we do it, should we use automated mines or orbital platforms and put mines on the ground, stuff like that. And everyone debates and votes, and we have a lot of fun. If you're not already a part of the Discord, I strongly recommend you stop by and at least take a look around. More people means more RP, which means everyone has more fun. There will be a link to that in the description below. And again, thanks for watching.